Yeah, what up, though? Good morning. It is time for the morning coffee with your boy OGT Wilson. It is September 18th. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. Um, I know a lot of people talk about me because they can't see my whole face, but guess what? You should be used to it by now. It's all good. Big up to Rick Ross. Rick Ross has gotten engaged to a stripper. He's in love with a stripper, and she roll on the pole. And Lyra Galore is her name. I've actually been following her for a little while on Twitter because she's got some fantastic photographs. So Rick Ross got him a fine as stripper. The problem is she's also got a history. She got famous by way of sleeping with Drake. Remember Drake got into a little trouble sticking a stripper in Houston. Turns out that stripper is Lyra Galore, and now she's engaged to Rick Ross. Guess who's the boss now? You motherfucker. Anyway, Rick Ross is for those that don't know, he's like, in my opinion, a very good rapper, but a very inauthentic. One of the fakest rappers. He's a former corrections officer who left his job to start rapping about all the people in prison. Most notable, Big Meech and Larry Hoover. A lot of people don't get that Big Meech and Larry Hoover are two different people. I grew up with Big Meech. He was a drug dealer. Larry Hoover was a guy from Chicago who ran a gang. What's up? I got Dan Casino is coming into the building. Never met. This is my first time meeting Dan. He's only 3 days on Blab. Of course, I am dwarfing him because I'm 86 days in. He doesn't have a description, but I'm curious about LabVIEW. So, Dan, come on in. He's trying to get in. I don't know. Probably got the Walmart Wi-Fi going on, and it's not working for him right now. But Dan, I'm gonna give you some props anyway for trying. So I don't know. Maybe you need to refresh. But he's trying to get in, but he's not being successful. I'm not successfully getting him in right now. You want to try again? I'm gonna kick him and then let him try again. So anyway, what else is going on? Jay Watt has 99 problems, and evidently one of them is finding a chick. That's because a lot of the underground word around is that he's actually gay, and he's doing something that's pretty gay now, and he is having a what's up, Gigi Ali? He is having a competition where you can win a date with JJ Watt. If that's not the gayest shit, that's something that I mean. You're JJ Watt. You should not be having a problem finding a date. Okay, Dan's gonna try again. He said definitely I'm having a problem. Big up to two more people just came in. Gigi Ali and Omar. What up, though? Gigi and Omar. I think Gigi left already. Gigi popped in and popped right back out. What's up with that? Let me look at Gigi. And it was you know what, Gigi ain't. Gigi kind of cute too. She had to leave. Omar left as well. Dan, we're trying to let you get in here. Come on, come on. They thought I was going to be talking about coffee, about Organo Gold. I know that's what was going on, but I'm not. And Dan is still trying to get in and still unsuccessfully. Uh, what? Why are you not able to cast, Dan? What do you think the problem is? It says Dan loves pipes. I don't know what that means. But hopefully that means he's a plumber. Check your settings profile. Maybe I need to improve my profile. Let me ask you this, Dan. Do this. Hit at help. Here, I'll hit it for you. At help. Oh, that did hashtag, damn it. Just so you know. And that will That should get somebody some help in here. Mine for some reason didn't come up as the link. Try it as well. He said, "Yes, I like plumbers." Okay, all right. I gotcha. Hey Jane, how you doing? Jane just tried to pop in. People are just popping in and popping right back out. I don't know why. And she was a cutie too. Damn it, Jane, don't leave. Anyway, what else was in the news this morning? JJ Watt looking for a date. Right now it's early and it's Houston news only, and so I'm missing a lot. What up, Steve Payne? I got Steve Payne in. He says I make sci-fi 3D animation. Damn, that's interesting as fuck. 3D tutorials, electronic funk music. Oh, that's extra interesting. I'm into music myself, so that's a connection with me there, and analog synth tutorials. See, I'm from Detroit, so I'm the home of that techno shit. So I'm assuming that's what you mean by the electronic funk music is kind of a techno style. Feel free to jump in, sci-fi. Makeup girl, what up, though, baby? How you doing? The makeup guru up in the building. Got to get out and do somebody's hair this morning. She got to go do some hair this morning. Yeah, come on. I don't mind you eating, long as you don't mind sharing. So that's all that matters.
Hi, man.
Make up to Steve Payne. This is my first time working with Steve Payne on the Blab. He's 4 days into the Blab. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Well, I'm just here testing my green screen, so it's a bit rubbish, but I'm just enjoying the fact that I can fake the background.
Yeah, the green screen is cool, man. I dig that. So do you have your own chroma key program there, or does somebody help you with that?
Yeah, I'm using Manycam, M-A-N-Y Cam.
Okay, Minicam.
Yeah, have you heard of that one?
I have not. Is this M-Y?
M-A-N-Y. So many, as in lots
okay,
of.
I got you. M-I-N-Y.
M-A-N-Y. I'll tell you what I can do. I can.
Like that, right? Look in the comment.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, let me just type it. It's the English accent, you see. You've got to dial into me accent.
Oh, I got to dial into the accent. I've never been good with accents, man. Well, I've actually not all of them, but I'm not great with accents. I'm good with character voices, but not accents. Yes, love the accent. Makeup Guru said so. At least I know the accent is turning on the lady, so maybe I should get a little better at it, because Makeup Guru is.
Well, yes, I have noticed in my younger life, and maybe now if I'm lucky, but the American women do like the English accent, you know? Oh, dear.
The man said he recognized in his younger life. That means he used to be running y'all hoes. That's what he's trying to say in a nice way. That is a very politically correct to say that. That's cool. What are you eating this morning, sir?
We call this cheese on toast. I can't believe I'm doing this live on air, but there you go.
We all good.
It's kind of bread baked with cheese baked on top.
Oh, wow, cool.
It's pretty simple.
Almost like, yeah. In the hood they call that a grilled cheese. So I mean, it's very simple, very very simple.
Grilled cheese. You see, when you've been so I'm 4 days into Blab, and I've basically been blabbing pretty much non-stop. It gets you like that, doesn't it, when you start? And then you start running out of food.
Exactly. Well, in jail they make those with newspaper and a hot iron. That's how they make them in jail. They just put a couple pieces of bread together, put some cheese between it, lay some newspaper on it, and iron it. So that's called a grilled cheese, prison grilled cheese is what they call that.
Well, I call this my sci-fi funk grilled cheese.
A brown paper bag, as opposed to newspaper, I guess. Because a brown paper bag wouldn't have any ink like newspaper.
So what do you do, Tim?
What do? I sell cars, sir. I do. I sell cars. Right now, my brand of choice is Cadillac. I used to sell Acura. Then I did finance for a while with Lexus, and I went back to selling. So I'm at Cadillac now. It's funny, I've done all of this in a short time because I've only been in this industry for 4 years. What up, though, James? I see James Wolf. I call him James Wolf. It's James Toff, but it looks like Wolf every time. I don't know why. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. But he makes some really cool. He knows how to make those. He knows how to make those little gifts, the little giffies out of us, you know, and out of the shit that's going on in here. So,
yeah, nice
what's
guy.
up,
Hi,
James? Feel free to step in. Makeup guru, you as well are absolutely welcome to step in. She's probably not gonna step in though because she wake up like that. She get her little toot on. I ain't got time to mess with you. I gotta get up. I gotta go do somebody's hair. There you go. See, I shamed her into coming in here. I shamed her right into it. What's up, baby? How you doing?
What's going on, Tim?
You got it. You driving?
I am driving.
Oh, no driving and blabbing, baby. I'm sorry I can't let you stay on, but thank you for stopping in. Good morning. Just enjoy us from the sideline. I can't do blabbing and driving because if somebody have an accident on blab at my expense, I will feel extremely bad for the rest of my life.
That's cool.
That's cool in the gang. All right. Well, I'm gonna pop you out.
All right.
James, pop in. You have a great day and do somebody's hair wrong today. I want you to mess somebody's shit up, okay? That'll be all right.
All right, bye.
And then take a selfie with them and put it online. All right, baby. You have a great day.
All right.
That is my girl, makeup guru. Needless to say, she does makeup, and I think there's a GIF app that he uses with that. I'm not sure though, but he's here to tell us himself if he wants to pop in. He's pretty entertaining when he gets on Blab. I don't know if you've ever met him before, but he's pretty entertaining.
I have. Super guy. Come on in, James.
All right. Super guy. Sound like a Blab superhero. Super guy. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's super guy. So you've been on Blab for 4 days here, Steve. How you like it so far?
I'm loving it, man. I tell you, this, in my view, this is what Yahoo Chat would have been if they'd allowed it to continue. You know, just talking to strangers, just being yourself. But now we can see each other at just a whole new level.
Right, exactly. There's a whole new level. Well, you can almost see me. You can't really see all of me. Every once in a while, I'll lean back and allow myself to be seen. But for the most part, I roll like this. Don't question it. Don't ask. I'm gonna kick you. Don't just leave it alone.
Okay, man. I was
gonna. Okay. All right. Leave it alone. Okay, but so how did you find out about Blab?
Well, I'm an animator, and I was searching for ways of talking to people, and I found myself on Stage 32 about a month ago. And that's a social media site for people that work in the film industry. So
okay,
I was mixing with those. And then I worked myself onto the transmedia boards where people would storytell across all different types of media, which was fascinating. And then an expert in that field said, hey, you've got to get onto Blab then. So here I am. Hey, James.
Oh, awesome, man. And
what's going on,
welcome
guys?
to Blab. What up, though, James? James is in the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Doing outstandingly awesome and functionally proficient. Can't complain. I mean, I can, but it won't get me anywhere unless you really want to listen or you're a lawyer.
Okay. Well, I don't really want to listen, so we're going to keep on moving with that. So how's it? I like the hat, though. Who just stepped in? Somebody just stepped in. Crimson K. What's up, Crimson K? I don't want to say anything. They're happy. Okay. Anyway, thanks for joining anyway. So let's keep him on the sideline. He just woke up, said he doesn't want to say anything anyway, so I'm not going to invite you in. In fact, if he tries to get in, I'm going to not accept him because he said he doesn't want. I don't want anybody to come in that doesn't want to say anything. So James, where are you at? Where are you located? You're in Canada, right?
That's right. I'm all the way up here in St. John, New Brunswick, by way of Augusta, Georgia, but I was born in New Hampshire, so I'm a little bit of a nomad person.
That's cool. So how did you originally born in Augusta, Georgia, and went to New Hampshire, or vice versa?
Vice versa.
Cool. New Hampshire is one of the few states I've never visited. I've never been in New Hampshire. So tell me a little bit about New Hampshire. How is it? How do you like it? Or do you have any memory of it?
New Hampshire is New England. It's kind of like the old England. It's just very cold, very, how do you say? The sun comes out occasionally. The drinking laws are very lax. People are highly alcoholic there. I like Augusta, Georgia better.
Yeah. Well, you know, the good news is the sun will come out tomorrow. Tomorrow,
yeah.
Steve, where are you at? I actually never asked that. But you can wait till you're done. Till you swallow there. You can wait till you swallow.
no,
That's what I told her.
I think it's more entertaining to see me try and talk and eat at the same time. You might have your first live choking on Blab.
Okay, I'll be down with that.
Joking.
So I'm a London.
Big up to Cindy who popped in and popped back out. But anyway, go ahead.
He's like, yeah, you can't blab and drive, but you can choke and blab.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's fine.
There's a big difference. That's a big difference. The choking thing would be a lot more entertaining.
Oh, man, I feel like I need to go get
How about
coffee. Hey, does this make
Yeah,
you
it
feel
does.
better?
Big up to I'm
Come on.
gonna say 1 2 3 as 1 2 3 because I can't read the name because the fonts are just like Arabic. So big up to him anyway. So anyway, Steve, where are you from?
So I'm originally from London. I'm a London lad. In fact, an East End boy.
Lad.
You know the track?
In the Easton
Oh yeah,
boy.
yeah. You know the
I
track.
thought it was West End boy.
West End girls meet the East End boys. Yeah, if you know what you're doing. Yeah.
You see, I remember the song though. I remember the song. I caught the reference, but I got you. It was West End.
You guys can watch out now. You're all dating
Oh,
yourself.
I don't give a damn. I would date myself. I told my age on here yesterday, so I'm already dating myself. I am dated. I am absolutely dated. My name is
I
OG,
am
so what the
dated.
fuck you expect? Anyway. So,
No, I'll give it to you. All
Well,
right.
I can tell
so
you.
where are you at now?
Where am I at, or where's James?
You see New
Oh,
Brunswick. Where are you now? You were from London,
from London.
East End, but where are you now?
I live in Bournemouth now, which is on the south coast of England. It is almost the sunniest place in the UK. Oh yeah.
Really?
But yesterday rained from the start of the day to the end of the day. So that's England. Hey.
Hey, welcome back.
Oh, it took me a minute. I thought you were in front of it, like you were in a cafe or something, man. But
It's my
a green
first
screen.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm a bit wobbly, because I haven't got the lighting set up yet. This is a set that I
Yeah.
designed.
Looks good.
If you can see that.
That's freaking awesome.
Oh, like back
Yes.
in the day? Or?
That's from my
That's
animation.
awesome.
That's
I
cool.
like it.
That's my level 4 districts where all the kind of people that are excluded from society hang out.
Oh, I used to live there.
And all about that, man. East End of London, come on. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's part of Augusta, Georgia. Actually, I'm not sure.
Sort of looks like old Detroit, man. Yeah, but New Detroit looks a little different. But
I want to see what they're going to do with New Detroit, because they're talking about all these like vertical farms,
well, last time
creating.
I went, it was like
Go ahead.
awesome, man. There was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, like the you have the Ford factory, they have the Mustang factory, they have the museums, and you can definitely go up there and see a whole bunch of history in the making. You got Motown. There's a lot of things that came out of Detroit, and it's almost like it's on the cheap right
Right.
now. Well, actually, not right now. It's everyone's buying property up there like crazy because it's gonna go up. It was a major metropolitan area. It had a big
Right.
hit. It's gonna come back.
Well, what happened with Detroit was they got hit 2 times in a row by two different situations of bad mayors. They had one mayor that was kind of putting the city behind their backs by robbing the city, and then as a knee-jerk reaction, they brought in a respected businessman, Dave Bing, former Piston, and also respected businessman in the area who had no idea how to run a city. So he comes in to fix what Kwame Kilpatrick broke and made things a whole lot worse. Because while Kwame Kilpatrick was crooked, he was somewhat of a politician. So he did get politics. He was just crooked. Whereas Dave Bing just totally didn't
Right.
get politics and it just went way out of control. So now they got a mayor, Mr. Duggan, who knows what he's doing. He's a career politician, very smart, and he's doing things right. And it's on its way back, man. It really is.
Do you think he's on his way back, or do you think he just knows how to talk better to the people?
Man,
There's the
when I
question.
went, last time I went, I saw a difference. I saw a difference in the energy. I saw a difference in it's a lot of construction. There's just a lot going on, and you can just feel the difference. People are energized, and you can see people.
Right.
Something I hadn't seen in a very long time. People coming out, leaving the suburbs to move back into the city, and that's
good.
very intriguing. because I mean that hasn't happened in a long time. In fact, it's been a problem there since 1967. So that's an age-old issue that the people in the suburbs are just, they'll come to the city and go
It
back
kind of
out.
creates another problem though, because the whole thing is like you have these people that have been holding on to their houses for so long, and now someone with a little bit more money can easily come and buy the entire condo. And like gentrification, the idea that someone that can just come in and change the whole dynamic. We see the same thing with Brooklyn. Like you have a lot of people that were, low income housing, and then it kind of became the cool place to go because it's cheaper, right? But now the prices are just being jacked up like nobody's business. So I feel bad for the people that have been living there, struggling through the whole thing, and are probably going to be kicked out anyway because it's kind of everyone's kind of been given a new slate. The canvas is completely different.
Right.
And those people that have the nice that stuck it through might not be there.
Well, here's an interesting thing because I think it's going to be interesting how it plays out because where they're moving into, they're going all the way to the center because Detroit has got a very very bordered. It's very bordered. You got out of drive and most notably 8 Mile because that's the border to
Eminem.
Well, not Eminem. Eminem made it famous.
That's the only reason I know.
Eminem made it famous, but the reason he named it 8 Mile. 8 Mile is the border to the northern suburbs. When you cross 8 Mile, you're no longer in Detroit, or vice versa. Okay, that's why 8 Mile was the story because it was which side of 8 Mile do you live on? So if you live on the north side of 8 Mile, then you're more than likely not of color and you're suburban. If you're on the south side of 8 Mile, then you're a Detroiter, and there's a very thick line there.
Just between one road.
It's a very thick line because that separates Detroit from the burbs, and the northern suburbs are more segregated. Is extremely segregated from the city, and that's where a lot of the money is on the northern side of 8 Mile. So that's why when he came in, there was if remember the beginning, the first time when he got choked by Proof, and Proof made the line 16 Mile is that way because everything north of 8 Mile means you're suburban, and if you're white, then you must be from the north side of 8 Mile and not from our side of 8 Mile. And that's why they called it 8 Mile. That's the border road. So when you look at that dynamic, it's not moving in from 8 Mile just straight to the other side of 8 Mile. They're going all the way, skipping all the mile roads all the way into the center of the city is where they're going. So he's building up the center of the city and having people move there, and then you're going outward. So it's going to take a long time to get to where people really are because he's building new property in the center of the city where people are moving, where nobody lives. Nobody lives down there. That's just where all the shit happens. That's where the stadiums are and all the bars and all the shit, all the hangouts. So he's making like a college-like community down in there. And Wayne State University is not far from that area. So if you are going to school at Wayne State, that's a good place to go. So it's bringing more attention, more people into the middle of the city, and then letting it spread outward. So what most of the people that's been there all this time are on the outside of that area where people are coming into. So it's really changing the dynamic from the inside out. And it's actually pretty cool because a lot of people look to build the interior, the downtown area, the middle of the city, but they just look to bring businesses down there, not actually housing. And that's the one difference that he's doing that I noticed that other people aren't doing because it's creating so much foot traffic downtown that the businesses are thriving and it's just so energized down there. I saw so many new small businesses that I hadn't seen there, and I had been there like less than a year before, and there was so many new small businesses that I hadn't seen. I was like, man, there's so many of them, and because the foot traffic is enormously greater. It's not just when there's a game, it's not just when there's a concert. Now it's just constant foot traffic because there's people living down there now. So it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool to watch, and I hope it comes back.
You make me want to go visit again now.
I'm that's my hometown, so I'm rooting for Detroit big time. So I hope that everything works out for the D. plan to one day move back.
I just want to know what the industry is going to be in. Like, what are they? Because it was cars for so long. So, what industry are they really going to bring back, or what industry are they going to interject to make that a flourish city? It sounds like they're going to make a flourish town right now, but like, what are they going for? What's going to be their main thing?
And
that's what I'm interested
automotive, and you're absolutely right. And the governor was trying to bring in a lot of different. She tried to bring in Google. She tried to bring in the movie industry. A lot more movie industry stuff has happened there, but mostly because of the tax breaks, but not because it was a good place to do it. Michigan State built a new building for filmmaking school, a new filmmaking school at Michigan State University. They tried to make the movie industry a second industry because what they need is to diversify. The automotive industry is still making a ton of money there. I mean, that's still a huge industry.
Right.
Because what a lot of people don't notice, you see GM, Ford, and Chrysler, and you think that's the gist of it, but that's the beginning of it, because where the real money is in the supply base. Those are assembly plants. GM, Ford, and Chrysler are assembly plants. Those other companies, those other 250 to companies make parts for them. It's hundreds and thousands of companies that make parts for those vehicles that's being assembled at those major plants. So and the real money and the bulk of the jobs are in the supply base. So there's still a ton of money there. It's still a big industry, but they need to diversify the economy. So they don't suffer what they suffered before. When that one industry goes, the whole state suffers. Because
like you read a lot about this. Do you got any good links to like go for? Because I wouldn't mind reading some of that.
Some things that some of the good publications about the is like Cranes Detroit. That is I don't know his website, but that's the Joe Crane started this magazine a long time ago. Very huge complication there. That's a huge magazine. I kept my nose in there. Also, Automotive News was another one that I kept my nose in, because I used to be in the automotive industry myself. I was a quality engineer, and that's what I did for 17. Well, I was in the industry for 17 years. I was a quality engineer for the last 13 of them. So I stayed in it a lot. Those are the two magazines I stayed in, kept my nose in a lot. But
when I used to sell cars, my favorite people to sell cars were quality people that were in quality manufacturing or anything like that, because they're just so laid back. And I usually see that with you, just make sure this is okay. You usually have like certain standards. I think the most stressed out people were probably military, but they were also the most profitable.
Yeah. And I sell cars now, and I get what you're saying. And you know what it is too, I think, is that the efficiency with quality control. A lot of people think of quality about perfection, and it's not really that. It's not about not making mistakes. It's about being as efficient as possible. It's about process control, and that's the main thing. Because if you can control the process, then things will fall into place, and that's all it is.
And I think another thing is, like, you don't want to stress your employees out, because that's terrible for quality. So I think when you guys come across, you have to just have that era of like, it's chill, man. It's cool. Don't worry about it. We're just going to get it done. And if you can't do it, we're going to find somebody that can. And I think that's what's going on with you guys. It's just that it has that personality type is just, it's very reassuring.
It was, I got good at what I did when somebody told me, it's not you don't manage people, you manage processes. And once I understood what they meant by that, I totally figured it out, because that's really what it's about. There's a difference. It makes the difference between being a boss and a leader. Because once you learn to manage a process, you don't have to manage people. You just let people work within the process.
Right.
And that's all to it. And you become a coach, because I'm no longer trying to tell you what to do or trying to be your boss. I'm telling this process what to do. Let's stay in line with the process. We all stay on the same page. And if we can follow the process correctly, then we're looking at a far more efficient process that will save time and get straight to the point and do things right the first time. And I think when it comes down to car selling, I try to be as efficient as possible, because it's a long process no matter what. If so, by being efficient, I can save as much time and make people feel like they're not wasting time, even though we're taking a lot of time. I want to say big up to Grand Family Planning. Just walked in the room. How you doing this morning? Are you still listening? Steve Payne is still listening.
I need
I just wanted to preface it. Darn it. The whole idea that, I do like the whole process thing because I got my degree in HR. And they said that's like key right there. If the people understand like this task has like 16 things you got to do within it, all you really got to do is just tell them, look, you got to do all these, and that's it. Like as long as their job is so well defined that there's no other interpretation for them to try to figure it out, then everything else is just easy peasy because then you're telling them your job's easily replaceable because you can easily. Yeah, you could take them out and put another person in really quick. That makes it
efficient for the company because it's outlined how to do this for the next person that steps in. And not only that, you're also outlining that. So in other words, this is how you hang yourself. I don't have to come tell you that you're being fired, or I don't have to come tell you what you're doing wrong. It's very clear. You'll know when you're doing wrong, and you do it yourself. We're all good this morning. Grand Family Planning. Feel free to step in. We do have another seat. I just want to read her profile real quick. Tracy Lawrence's team provides comprehensive support services for the health and well-being of multi-generational families. I'm curious what that means. So if you want to step in, feel free. I also want to address something that Dan Loves Pipes is, because Dan Loves Pipes was the first person to try to get in, and he's been unable to get in. And I did ask this question, and he answered my question for me over here. So let me share that. LabVIEW is a graphical programming language and environment along with the lines of things like Yahoo Pipes. I like to use pipes when doing scripts programming. I will make tea. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, well, I hope he heard me read that and learn to appreciate it, because, damn it, how you going to write some shit and then leave? Anyway, Grand Family Planning is coming in, and I'm going to let Grand Family Planning in, and I got to go refresh my coffee. Just so you guys know, welcome to Blabbing, my first time with you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
She's been on 15 days. So I'm going to be right back, guys. Just to let you know the way this show goes, I drink 2 cups of coffee every morning. I finish my first cup. I'm going to fill up, refill, get my second cup. When my second cup is gone, this blab is over, just so you know. So you guys can keep this conversation going while I go get my coffee.
Oh, hi, guys. How you
Cool.
doing?
Well,
Cool.
Pretty well. Yeah, I can't complain with it. I'm looking at it multi-generational. Are most families multi-generational?
These days, yeah. In particular, is the situation in this country is that kids grow up, they go to college, and then they can't find jobs, right? So they wind up boomeranging, to the home they grew up in a lot of cases, and then of course, our seniors are living a lot longer. So what happens is, they may be independent and very able, but as they age, they rely on their adult children to help them out because, as we age, we need advocacy. We need somebody to back us up because it doesn't matter how capable you are. As you get older, you do lose a step. There's no question about it. So what happens is that the adult children in the middle who have children and living parents wind up caring for both sides. They're called the sandwich generation. And my goal is to educate sandwich people about the need to be proactive so that when people get sick, they'll be ready for it. Because when you get sick in this country, it costs a fortune. Yeah. So, I speak from experience because both of my parents developed dementia. My father passed away in 2004. He had vascular dementia and a bunch of other illnesses. And my mom died in April on their 64th wedding anniversary. And she had profound dementia and a number of other illnesses. So, and I'm here to prove that you can survive that kind of thing if you plan properly. And the team that I formed around caring for my folks has become the springboard for a company. And my feeling is that grand family planning didn't exist until now because nobody could figure out how to put it together. And my goal is to put together a system that helps families to cope with these kinds of situations by putting together a team of professionals in complementary disciplines to help them navigate the extremely complex and difficult task before them, which is to get all their ducks in a row so that they can care for and advocate for their loved ones, and not kill themselves doing it.
Awesome. I think
Right.
that's very important and very good. And I also noticed it looked like you just got done washing the dishes back there behind you. I'm going to commend you on that.
Good call, my friend. Yeah, I was.
Oh man, he judges us from our household home.
Yeah, and this is the first time I've tried blabbing off my my iPhone, so this is interesting. It's a little
James,
test
you have
for
a
me here.
ghost. I'm just like for you to know that you do have a ghost. He just came and opened the door back up. Big up, Aaron. I see Aaron just came in. My boy Aaron, Mr. Wake Up Better. And Davon Fields, what's happening? I haven't seen him in a while. He's an OG. He's been around for a long time. It's Mr. Coffee. Yeah, we're not talking about coffee, motherfucker. I'm sorry to inform you. Yeah,
Those words came out of your mouth.
I hate to say it, brother, but he sells coffee. That's what he does. That's a business of his. And unfortunately, this is not what we're here for. So, anyway, but no, he's a good friend.
boy.
We go way back. Who's pissing on Blab? Oh, okay.
I'm
that's
sorry. I was just putting some. I was putting some milk in my coffee cup. Sorry about that.
Okay.
The words pissing on Blab
There's
just
a
came out of
first.
your mouth.
Didn't
Really?
didn't mean to piss you off, pal.
No. He,
You know they say
Nicely
get pissed
said.
off and pissed on. So anyway,
Exactly.
so
Yeah, but-
what's up to Richard Wooding? I popped in and popped back off, but anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So
Tim,
grand
when you-
family planning. Let me
Yes.
ask you this: what's another name we can call you? Let's call it
Tracy.
GFP. How about that?
Oh, call me Tracy.
I like the GFP. I was rolling with that. All right, Tracy.
GFP is cool too. I live and breathe grand family planning, my friend. I've been putting this together for the last year, and it's what I'm all about. You know, it's like people in my world know that, you know, if they talk to me, they're gonna talk. They're gonna know something about grand family planning. It's coming at them. So
Yeah, hey, that's what's up. I dig it. I think they should.
yeah, I like the
It's
idea.
an important
definitely.
message.
thanks.
It's an important
That's
message, and important messages get across here. Even though I like to have a good time with it,
Sweet.
it's definitely something like what you are promoting. It needs to be heard. And that guy with the Arab name is still here, and I can't read it. I still don't know what the hell it's called.
I just feel better. Like the education system, you should be able to come out of high school and get a job. That's why the Board of Education was even created, is so people could come out of a high school and have a job. And now people are going to college to get the skills, and they're going back for a certificate to get the skills. And I think we just need to go ahead at high school and say, give them skills. I mean, I know friends that ended up taking AutoCAD, you know, because my high school was we had enough computers, we could teach the kids AutoCAD. And I know people that came out of high school, went and got a quick certificate, and were easily making $50,000-$60,000 a year, and they had no college
Right.
diploma.
And let me ask you this about you mentioned AutoCAD, and I know that there are parts of Canada that's very industrial. Is New Brunswick up there? Is that a very industrial area?
It is. There's like I'm probably right next to the Atlantic Ocean, which is right next to a pulp mill. There's a bunch of stuff right here. They have the Irving Refinery, which gives out like 20% of the gasoline of America, actually, and like 80% of Canada.
Wow.
It's like ridiculous amounts. The big oil industry is here in
When
New Brunswick.
I was in quality control, I was a customer quality control because for some reason they thought I was good with people. I could just like this. I could take serious yet and still have fun with it, and it kind of put things at ease and made the bullets that they shot at our company a little bit easier to take. So that's why I was a customer quality engineer in my latter years in that industry. So I traveled a lot. I used to have to travel to customer locations, and that's when I learned how much industry there is in Canada, and a lot of long-standing industry in Canada. So I had a lot of friends up there.
Yeah. Here's the big thing I just want to add on to that is that as far as like in America, there's a connotation toward the blue collar, for some odd reason. But it seems in Canada, like that is gone. Like it's like, well, you have a job. That's good. Good for you. And
Yeah.
if something happens in America for some odd reason, to where if you are a welder, then you are seen as a lesser. And I don't understand that. It's just you're still working a skilled trade, right? You probably have more job security than white collar that can be outsourced to the Philippines.
Any minute.
So just that connotation here is gone. It's completely and utterly gone, which I've noticed.
That's a good point. I never noticed that. We do have an open seat, so if anybody would want to jump in, I know Aaron was in yesterday. He's always fun to have on the Blab.
Well, it's funny because if you have Mr. Wake Up Better and Morning Coffee, it seems like it's just a winning combination. I'm just putting it out there.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that is exactly how I felt about it. Sci-Fi went to go make another grilled cheese sandwich. Oh no, he's just out of here. Well, I thank you for stopping in. He was a lot of fun, actually. He was real cool. I like this background thing that he did. That was great. So go ahead, Aaron, jump in or take the seat, or if anybody else want to take the seat. I think that's all. It's just because we can get Dan in that seat, but it won't work because he's got this dollar store Wi-Fi, and for some reason it doesn't.
Dollar store Wi-Fi. I like that. I might be borrowing that. I'll cite my sources.
Well,
but I like that.
I said it on yesterday on the record. Yeah, you over there. He's echoing up there. I said it on record yesterday. Anything that I say here is good for public consumption, and you can use it. It's all free to use. So if I say anything that's good,
yeah, there's no Creative Commons for it.
I did want to say, Tim, when I first tuned in and I heard you talking about sales and process, and that really resonated with me because this company that I started, Grand Family Planning, it's been a year coming up with how this would actually work. So and the sales cycle is long because you're asking people to do things that are not necessary.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It sounds. It sounds. Whoops!
Yeah,
we're having a
she
problem
froze.
here with
That kind of froze her up. So we're gonna roll like this for a little while. I ain't gonna even let him try again. How about that? You need headphones over there, Aaron, because you got a feedback and it kind of
It's something about the way the Wi-Fi packets are being sent to mobile. I don't understand. It just it seems that mobile is better for consuming, and then laptop's better for producing.
Gotcha.
I've seen people on iOS. They're okay, but they still drop. But if you're on Android, just expect to drop.
Okay. So I've never done Blab
just
from
me,
my phone.
My personal experience.
I've never done it from my phone at all, and I am a Droid, so I would have to actually go put it. From what I understand, there's no app, so you actually have to go in and put the address blab.im in order to get on from a Droid. So Dan has a question. When we edit the profile, we can upload image, but would be nice if we could use the URL of image and not be forced to upload it. Agree?
Yeah. I mean, I understand what he's saying. I mean, because then it would be pulling less resources for Blab. They wouldn't have to host it. I think the only negative thing there is that you would be hosting an image that's not on Blab's server, which is what they want. They don't want you to be pulling any other information besides what's on their server. Everything would be HTTPS, and it might be pulling from a site that's not HTTPS.
Exactly.
That which it could potentially change is HTTPS. I'm trying to keep everything as secure as possible, I think.
Very good. Did that answer satisfy you, Dan? It satisfied the hell out of me.
Probably not. He's probably more advanced than I am.
The hell out of me because I was definitely not about to go there. I was just about to say, just deal with it, bitch. But he, he really addressed it. He addressed it.
They could have stored. Yeah, you're right. You are 100% correct. You're talking about just pulling the image from the URL? Like they did with the Twitter, which is still a secure
and they might
server.
They might allow that. I mean, they now have this. I don't know if you know it or not. If you were part of the town meeting they had a couple of days ago, you can now upload with one click of a button. You can upload your previously recorded blabs onto YouTube with one click of a button now.
Yeah, one click. supposedly.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I was actually in that town hall, and I brought up a situation to where I wanted them to address the idea that right now I'm in an interview with you, right, and it's being recorded, and I wanted to ask them, and they said it was okay, but if I was to pull this and I was to put it on my YouTube because it is an interview that I'm in, and they said there wouldn't be any problem with that, and I was like, well, what about? Well, I didn't get into the whole thing of like pulling other people's content. And I think that'll either be a legal thing later because people are producing good quality content on here. You got people with like microphones and HD cameras, and so I'm interested in what their review on that is. And
yeah, it can get tricky. And I think the legal stance is going to have to come from them though, because they can say that you don't have proprietary interest into what you put on Blab. They can say whatever you put out here is for public is public knowledge, and it can be used
like a press release or something.
Because, like for instance, this show, Elise does a morning show. We're both former radio people, so she or anybody else that does regular shows can easily start to say, "Hey, this is my show, and it is mine, so I should be able to have." Control over whether or not somebody else can broadcast it, but Blab can say no, not if you do it here. And I don't think that's going to stifle a lot of people from wanting to do it. I don't care. I don't mind. People can put it out as much as they want. It's just more publicity for me if that's what I'm looking for. Frankly, I'm not. But if it were, that's all it is. So I wouldn't see there being an issue with it. And I think it's something that could actually benefit somebody that's trying to promote themselves or trying to promote their content. What's up, Guy? Guy, our cook came in. Soul stopped in for a minute and left back out. I guess he ain't got enough soul to be hanging around. What's up, Phoebe? Phoebe is from Sydney, Australia. And she's a...
Is it Phoebe or Weeby?
I would think it could be Phoebe. Could be Phoebe. Wasn't it Phoebe Snow? There you go.
There we go.
Phoebe Fisk. There was a Phoebe Snow. Remember Phoebe Snow?
The last one.
Guy Cook is going to step in for a minute. This is a funny dude. Guy, how you doing this morning, sir?
Fine. Why am I funny?
Why am I? What is this? The fucking Goodfellas? Get the fuck up! I'll kick you. Get the fuck out of here. And that's it. Now you're not funny. That's a funny. Ooh. Now you're funny. God damn it! Don't get smart with me on my show. That's a compliment. If I give you a compliment, don't smart mouth me. Damn it. We'll try that again. This isn't Joe Pesci. This isn't the freaking Goodfellas. How about that? Big up to Adrian. How you doing this morning, Adrian, man? What's happening? I'm almost done with my coffee anyway. Damn it, this will end like that. What's up? Dan is going to try again. This time he's got a different icon. Looks like he's... it is not going to work again, Dan. Sorry, brother. Sorry. What up, though? What's going on? Dan is still not working. Dan's tried to get in here about 6 times this morning, and it hasn't worked for him. Anyway, yeah, I'm almost done, man. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up because it is 7 a.m. here, and I have to go ahead and get dressed and get up out of here. Hey, James, thanks for stopping in. Thanks, everybody else, for stopping in. No even Aaron, even though he came in with the echo. Grand Family Planning, very nice to meet you. Hope to see you around more often. Big up to Steve, who stopped in with the Sci-Fi Funk. And even though he didn't share any music with us before he left, he actually did share the cool background. I dug that. So on that note, man, we're going to get out of here. James, you got any closing thoughts?
Move more and stay humble. Move more and stay humble. Yeah, stop sitting in your seat. Go walk for like 5 minutes, 30 minutes, and stop thinking about yourself.
There you go. Keep those bones operating, baby. Yeah. Keep them operating. Keep those joints operating. And I don't mean the weed joints. The joints operating, the ones in your body, not the ones you're rolling. All right. So I'm out of here on that note, man. Y'all have a good day and peace out. Keep your peace together, all that shit. I'm out.